guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing part 2 of the plant tour video. I'm not sure how many parts it's going to be. I do have plants both inside and outside, and yesterday I think I got through maybe 4 or 5 of them, and I have 50. And as of today, I repotted an elephant bush that got me 5 more plants. So I can't wait to show you guys that. Today I'm going to start with my common ivy, or Hedra helix, or also known as an English ivy. This plant I got online. I bought her, it came from Ohio. She's extremely pretty. She did have some rough travel, I would say, just because she lost a lot. She's pretty small to begin with, and the fact of not having any sunlight, I think that's also a reason why. So I'm trying to get her back to life. I've been starting to grow her inside, which as I see as time is going by, she's not growing very much, and they do thrive in direct sunlight with moist soil. I just thought cool moist soil, so I was worried about putting her directly outside just because in Colorado right now it's pretty hot. We're doing 80, 90 degree days in the summertime. So I wasn't sure if I wanted to put her outside because I didn't want to kill her before she got the chance to start growing. I'm definitely proud to say though that she's got some new babies, so I'm excited for that. I probably will be putting her outside, maybe in some indirect light, because in our apartment we get indirect basis light. Maybe there's a certain part of day we get some direct light, but most of my plants are feeding off of indirect light, and they're doing pretty well. Things are thriving, so I'm excited. Let's move on to the next. Awesome. So next up are my 2 Dracaena fragrance. Please forgive the way I pronounce that. I really tried to look it up, and it's really hard to get that pronunciation quite right. So this is the little one. I got her first. I think she's really pretty. She hasn't done much growing. These type of plants need more watering than most normal plants. Normally you wait till the first 2 inches of soil are dry before you start to water again. I miss the leaves, and she gets about some good direct to indirect sunlight. She thrives pretty well. I honestly haven't had to pay attention to either of these too much. Here is the cornstalk. This is the bigger one. I got her a couple days ago at Home Depot. I picked her up because she was huge. She was $16. I've noticed, the one thing that I've noticed with her so far, as soon as I got her, the initial pot didn't have a lot of soil in it, so I thought possibility she fell over a little bit because she wiggled a lot. But once I've repotted her and even gotten her in this pot, I've potted her all the way down. I've covered up a couple leaves already to get her solid in there, and she is just somehow, and for some reason, super wiggly still, but she's not dying, so I'm not too concerned about it. But it's just the, if someone bumps into her, I don't want her falling over or breaking. So yeah, definitely. So we'll move on to the next one. Awesome, guys. So next up is a northern maidenhair fern, or Adiantum pedidum. This fern is specifically special, I think, just because her leaves, I don't know if you can quite focus on it, her leaves have these like ridges at the edge that I feel like makes her unique, like almost little dots. I'll show you guys. So that's what I think makes this fern truly unique, just because of those special little attributes, and I just love the way that she's growing. Potting these specifically super deep can be deadly to them. It causes I'm not exactly sure, but I was told that planting them really deep would just keep them from spreading out the way that they need to, or something to that extent. I like this one because she is just growing already. She's just been sprouting away. Oh my gosh, I see a squirrel on our porch. Let me show you guys. Oh my god. little squirrel eating my elephant bush. Oh, little poopy. Oh my goodness. All right, so now we're gonna move on to the next plant. So next is a Fertonia Albivonus, or nerve plant. The little white ones are also called mini whites. I put them all together in this big planter just because I just felt like they were completely beautiful. They initially started with just 2 plants. As of yesterday, I split them up just because I felt like it would be prettier, you know, like just to look like this. They thrive in low light. I literally keep them in the back here. I don't know if you can tell by the shadows, but it's pretty dark in the background back here. So they do really well. I got some new babies coming in. They are definitely a drama queen plant. I think it's freaking hilarious if you forget to water them, or if you neglect to water them for a little bit. They like to droop and pretend they're sad, and it's hilarious. I love the drama queen plants. They are definitely so cool. These are freaking adorable. I am so impressed I was able to get so many. They do like humid conditions, so do your best to mimic that, spritzing them. I'd like to take a shower with my plants, not actually like showering them, which is also an option as well. I see people do that to clean it off, maintain, things like that. But I shower with them on the sink, various other places, just to give them humidity, things like that. It will help them the best. I just feel like they thrive that way. So yeah, definitely. So next up, we have my Shafella, or umbrella tree. This one, I did a repotting video, so I won't give you too much information about this one, just because I've already told you guys. I don't want to go on and on and on. But I do the same thing with her. I bring her into the shower as well with me to keep the humidity up. I have a humidifier that I put around my various plants throughout the day, and just to keep her doing well. When they have too much light, or if they go through damage, they go through the same particular basis of just the ends start to mess up, or the damage affected area. The easiest part, you can just clip off the leaf. It's easiest. She's doing really well. I'm really impressed since I've got her, since she's been in a new pot. No shock. I mean, maybe a little shock, but not too bad. So I'm really impressed with her. I love the way she looks. The funny part about it is in my part 1 video, that blue lupine, when I saw that lupine, I'll show you guys, just one more time. I thought the lupine looks like a mini version of the umbrella tree. I know they're not similar or anything like that, but I just thought that was a cute little connection of why I picked it out. So here is the Portulacaria afara, or elephant bush. This is the one that squirrel was trying to munch on. I'll show you where he was putting all his rough teeth marks on my little baby. I mean, I guess feed you, but damn. That's okay though. These are succulents. They're extremely easy to take care of. I've learned that they grow most outdoors in direct sunlight with little watering. I water her maybe once or 3 every 4 days, 3 or 4. What I ended up doing is she was one plant, and I have separated her into these 2, and then these 3 little babies. Actually 6 in total. This is the original plant. I was going to sell them all, but I will no longer be selling the one that squirrel has basically gone to town on. I can see other places that he has just been munching away. He's picked this one to be his favorite. So that's okay. I guess he can have some. Whatever. Awesome. These are pretty easy to take care of. As I said, not much more to them. Now, are you ready for the big reveal? This one, well, not big. She's tiny. But this one is my absolute favorite plant. She is a Favonian Chinese evergreen, or a Agolina. I don't know if that's the exact pronunciation, but she is absolutely beautiful. Oh my freaking gosh. I can't get enough. Like, I really just love it. She thrives off of neglect, as I've seen so far. So basically this was another plant that I had bought online coming from Ohio. She was sprouting this little baby leaf when she was in the box. So you can tell low light is what she thrives on. I keep her in the bathroom for the humidity. I have not watered her since. It's been about 3 weeks now, and I know she's doing pretty well because that leaf has unraveled enough, so I feel like I'm doing pretty well. I've seen that some, either maybe in this species, that they have pink, like they start to show a little pink in their leaves. You can barely see hers, but I guess it's probably because she's a baby. So I'm just so excited to see her growth. I'm so excited to see what she turns into. So definitely that's her again. Just want to show her off. Aloe. This is my aloe plant. I just got her a couple days ago, especially to add on to my part 1 about the Walmart closing out. I got her in the nick of time. She's not in the best shape. She definitely looks good, but you can see where she's gone through a little bit of trauma. Even before I got her, like, I tried to keep her as safe as possible in transportation back to my house. So yeah, these are medicinal. I am definitely, like, in love. I got her so that I can stop buying just basic aloe vera. I want to grow it myself. So yeah, beautiful. She stays in pretty dry soil. She doesn't need to stay too moist, I've noticed so far. So yeah. Here is an Epiprem amorium, or devil ivy. I'm really proud of her so far. I'll show you how long she's become. She's getting pretty long. These specific plants need to be watered every 5 to 7 days. Not too much at all. Propagation, so be prepared to shame me for my propagation, guys. Ready? Are you guys ready to see this? So I've been trying to propagate this plant for a little bit. I just recently got her, also new to the game, you know? So I'll show you my sad propagation. The leaves, I have no idea what's going on with the leaves. They don't look terrible, but they look, I don't know, they just look bad. They definitely do not look good. I have the process going. So I first started them in water with some root hormone, things like that. And then once these little babies began to, they don't look very good, but once they began to start sprouting up, I put them in soil because I thought that's what you're supposed to do because they have nodes, they're ready to go. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. Once I put her in soil, every leaf began to just wilt and wilt and wilt, and I was watering like I thought I should have. And then, so I just recently put these back in water. Please, I need some propagation advice. I'm having some elephant bush propagation issues. Like, these leaves aren't looking good. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Please, help me out. Here is my basil plant. She's looking a little scarce because I just did my own little harvest this week, and this is what I've got so far. So pretty impressed. I have been growing her inside, and I'm thinking about changing up something different, only because the basil that she is producing isn't as flavorful if I'd like. And as I've told you before, the indirect sunlight that we do have inside, she might be thriving more outside, as well as possibly fertilizing her since I've gotten her. I got this for $1 at Lowe's. Like, I was like, I have to, you know? So she was looking pretty rough too. So I brought her into a good place so far. So I plan on putting her outside, and I'll keep you guys updated on if she begins to start growing that way. And just a little PSA too, just for that devil's ivy that I did just show you guys, they do need liquid fertilizer once a month. just to keep it going pretty well. I also noticed a propagation, well, not a propagation method, but once they start growing those nodes, to help produce more of a fuller ivy, you can take a bobby pin and kind of put that little node, or not exactly sure what it's called, so don't quote me, but you can put that into the soil so it starts to grow its own root, things like that. All right, so this next beauty is one that I honestly need help with. I have used 3 different apps to try to identify her, because when I had first bought her, I repotted it like a silly goose, and I didn't keep the initial tag for it, so I didn't exactly know what she was. It's not a bottle palm. I can't quite figure out what she is. What I've known so far, though, is that she does like the top layer of soil to dry out before she's watered again. Same humidity that I've been doing with some of the other plants. I'm so sorry, I keep blowing on her because I'm having a gnat issue at the moment. Even though her soil's dry, but it's okay. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you could tell me what this plant is. Thank you. So now I'm taking you outside for my outdoor plants. So you'll be disappointed in me to know that this is another plant or tree that I found that I wasn't quite sure of the name of her. I found her at Walmart on clearance for like $10. She was hanging out of her pot, so I wasn't able to know what she was. She has flat, not rigid leaves, so let me know if you know what that is. This is my lilac bush, or common lilac. She needs about 6 hours of sunlight a day. Definitely doesn't like her feet wet, so very well-drained soil. I haven't had her flower at all yet, so I'm not quite sure. This is my Syringa vulgaris, or common lilac. Her flowers did fall off, so this is what she was like supposed to look like in the beginning. So just pretend that that's right there. This is a picture from before. They bloom about once a year, mid to late summer. This is a silver Cox Comb, or Celiosa argentina. They are pretty easy to take care of. They easily root in 3 to 4 weeks. People say propagation is really easy, but I haven't done it yet. She is so pretty. I have a red, a pink, and an orange one. And you can see all their little babies. This isn't the best kind of focus, so I got a little other side. This video is gonna show her beauty. All the little babies just going up her little root. She is just absolutely, oh my goodness, I'm just so impressed. She is so pretty. They are so easy to take care of. They're drama queens too. This is another perennial that I have. She wasn't doing too well because of the heat when I put her in the pot with the others, so you can see half of her little thing is missing, but she's got a little baby. This is my little button mum. She is so cute and just freaking adorable. I can't even wait. I just love it. I'm so excited for her to start getting bigger. So next are my 2 Coleus. Ooh man, these ones are pretty hard to pronounce. So I might not. I'm just gonna put them up in there, up in that corner up there. They're also called Sculiatelliardi. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I won't even try. But these are so pretty. The bottom one is my favorite because she is just beautiful. But this one up top has definitely taken my heart by storm. The back of her leaves are absolutely beautiful. I found a little spur flower, but I kept her indoors because she was in the indoor part of Lowe's. So I killed her, but she's so pretty. So I think that's pretty much all of my plants. I have a couple that are basically like kind of seedlings right now, so they're not enough to be able to show you, but that's just a little intro into my little plant life so far, especially through quarantine and what I've been learning. I'm definitely up for advice. I love taking care of plants. I love to know more and learn more every single day. Up for advice, but not judgment. So definitely like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know, now that you know all my plants, which are your absolute favorites. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye!